Hey guys, what is going on? Alex here, and today we are doing another tutorial. Just before I start this, up in the top left corner there's like this frame rate shower thing. I'm not exactly quite sure what that is. I'll try to get it removed, but I don't know how to get it removed now, so I'm just gonna do this video. But today we're going to be doing the Boeing CH-47 Chinook, and I think it's a really cool helicopter. It looks sweet. So today I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on it. Before I start this, make sure you leave a thumbs up and maybe even comment what you thought of the tutorial. This should be a rather long tutorial, just based upon like how big really the helicopter is. So once again guys, hope you will enjoy this tutorial. Make sure you leave a comment and like the video, and I will see you guys all in the actual tutorial itself. Alright, see you guys later. Alright guys, so to start off, I don't know why this is here. To start off, we're going to need some green stained clay, some black wool, some block of coal, and an iron bar. So what we're going to want to do is start and create the framework of the Chinook. And the framework is pretty essential to the overall look of the Chinook in the end. The Chinook. I'm just going to call it the Cargobob because it kind of is, well, I mean, I'm going to have like a secondary because I'm building it just because of GTA. So I'm kind of starting a GTA series really. But this is the Cargobob, but mainly I went off of the Chinook IRL, but you know, if you're also here looking for a Cargobob tutorial, this also works. So, yeah, you really need to get the framework down to get the overall feel of it, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that's 13. 13 plus 12 is 25. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Alright, so that is the main base. Now, you can, if you want to, go in the 5th block here and put 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But it's obviously not necessary, because as you can see on this one, there is going to be like a circular shape just to kind of give more organicness to it. So that's kind of just for you to remember that. So now what you're going to want to do is start the back of your Cargobob, or your Chinook, by going 3 little diagonal blocks up, then go 2, and with that one, you can go straight across, all the way to the front, until you get there. Now, as you can see, right off the end of the front, what you're going to want to go is 2, 1, and 2. So, this gives kind of like a snub-nosed effect, which I really like. Turned out really well. I may add an image of the Chinook right now on screen, or at the end, just to kind of compare the two. How they turned out in the end. Alright, so now we're going to want to connect these, and we have our basic body done. Not really body, but just frame of the body. Alright, so now what we're going to want to do is add our first front rotor, which, or like, the thing the propeller will sit on. I don't know what it's quite called. So that's just 2 up. It's kind of like a gun. You know, this would be the trigger, pow pow, and then 2 right there. Now what we're going to want to do is start the back, which is, if I remember, okay, it's 2 off of the distance. 1, 2, and then, sorry I'm going back and forth, this is just such a big build that I need to, you know, I have to, like, have a guide as to what I'm doing, because I didn't build this, like, in different sections. I literally like compiled this whole thing together. It took a while, but there you go. There's your back rotor, and now that's looking cool. Loop and pull, and the shoes are looking cool. Alright, I already have black wool. So now what you're gonna want to do is mark and label where your cockpit doors and windows will be. that's your first door. Then you go 3 away, you put your window, 3 away window, 3 away window, then 1 more window. That really, I did it wrong, right? Did I? I think I did. What'd I do? Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoopsies. Alright, so kind of doesn't really change anything. Be right back. Alright guys, I fixed the window problem. So actually what we're going to want to do, this was 12 in between. What we're going to want to do is actually shrink that by doing one of these. So now that is not what it's completed to look like. Trust me, that looks like absolute crap. But so you're gonna want to go 4 back now, and then 1, 2. So it's already 4 back. That's 3 back. 1, 2. It's kind of oversteps. Okay, that's how this is gonna end up looking. So there you go. This is now your back. I had to change some things around because they got bad looking problems occurred. More than you'll probably know. So that was pretty bad. Now what we're gonna want to do is start doing the body of the Chinook. So you're gonna want to start with 1, then 3, then 5. So this really is just the bottom organic type layer. And by the way, I'm only gonna do half of this, and then I'll just copy and paste it over. So if you don't have the ability to use World Edit, if you're trying to follow this tutorial, SOL, I guess. You'll just have to like try to replicate it, but backwards. I guess. I don't know. Alright, so now what we're going to want to do is start taking this out, and now we want to do the windows. The windows are a good thing to help us kind of be guided at this point. I don't know. Alright, so, so it's 1, 2, and there is a block key. So now what we're gonna wanna do, I say that a lot, don't I? Kind of make the front its body, more or less. Start with that, and now what we can do is just, okay, how many does that go out? I'm sorry. I've got an issue with how not clean I build. I build really dirty, and in essence that kind of means I don't build with the same, how do I put it? I don't really know what I usually just build as I go rather than know what I'm doing. But that's just me. Alright, so now what we're going to want to do is continue this up. And this should go 5, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to check, because then 1 block off destroys the whole Chinook. The whole thing is just completely wrecked. No, that's an exaggeration. Alright, so you go out 5 as I have almost achieved. And then go out 7. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Starting to look really crap, but a skill that you have to have when building is to learn to know where things are going rather than where they're at now, if that makes sense. Alright, so now you're going to want to go out 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just continue this. This continues, and then you just, as this goes on, connect it like that. Alright. Well, is this going out 6? Yeah. And then 1, 2, 3. This should work now. Good. And then now you can start to see how the body shapes up. Alright, so how does this go again? 2. Alright. Now just take this part out all the way to here and continue it so you don't have a hole in the middle of the thing. Okay. And now, and I say things very repetitively, I must say. Alright, let's make sure I'm doing this right. Don't want to fluff up. This should be, if I'm correct, oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, I have to add this part. Alright, so let's go back. Let's just fill in this part right here, because it's starting to get on my nerves. Alright, like that. Pretty sure that's how it is. Yeah, I got it. Alright. So now you can start to see how the back rotor plays into the game. And really, you have time to start detailing now, because that's really all you're doing. So now we're going to want to grab, this is the fun part, no longer am I going to be like quiet and like, I can actually speak now. Alright, let's just grab it. By the way, I'm using the Flows texture pack, if you were wondering. Probably weren't. So these are like the, engine type things. I don't quite know if they're the engines, but something, and they're there, so, if you guys know what these are, please leave a comment. I don't, and I want to know. Okay, I need to relearn how to build these. Alright. Like, it's probably the most difficult tutorial in the world. If I were watching this tutorial, I would not be able to follow it. But, you know, not much I can do. It's a big build, and I don't quite remember how to build everything on the build. So, okay, let's grab a stone slab. And this is like that. Alright. And then like that. Ah! Silence. I don't know why I'm so silent. I'm usually never this silent. Or am I? I don't even know. Okay, just fill that in. Doesn't even matter. And now you've got your rust thing. I don't even know. Looks pretty cool. I like the gold, actually. So yeah, right now we can actually start getting into what you'll need to make your propellers. So learned what they're called. Propellers. I'm excited. Oh, I forgot to connect these down here. Just connect. It's not that hard. I mean, there we go. So that's actually your back door that can be open. I have it open over there. It's optional. I'll show you how to build it open and how to build it not open. Alright, so propellers, right. It has to go to the right here. And then let's just fill this in because we can. Right here. Alright, so from the first propeller, what we're gonna do is there we go, fix my voice. I think it is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, 5, 3, 1. Go out 5. Now bring it down by half slab. This kind of simulates how the gravity would pull down on them. But I guess if they're in fly, they'd kind of be not really doing that. But whatever. It really kind of adds, looks less newbie, I think. Like, I think when people make helicopters and propellers or the rotors are just straight, it's just like, looks like, oh wow, that sucks. I don't know. Not really always, because, you know, there's some exceptions. I mean, when the helicopter's flying, it's usually straight. But, you know, there's sometimes, if it's on the ground, then I think that the propellers, the rotors, should be doing what I'm doing and following this like gravity. If it looks really good from like that, because it kind of looks like it's, you know, being laid down. I don't know, that's me. I'm like that. Got like this obsessive compulsive disorder for detail. So now you're gonna want to alternate how you do, and this is optional once again. You're gonna want to alternate how you do the rotors, because it makes it look like it's in the air and flying, which is really cool. You don't want it to look redundant, otherwise it will kind of be, you know, redundant, and no one likes to see redundancy in a build. I personally don't like to see redundancy in a build, unless it's like a castle wall or something like that, something weird like that. So just continue taking out your rotors. Okay, 3, 1. Alright, so now you have your rotors down. What you're going to do next is get your things out. Now, this is why you made the black inside in the first place. We're going to mirror, wait a second, I think I did the blacks wrong. Okay, so I did, hold up, alright. This should be here, then move this, then move this, move this, and move this. Got it. Alright, so just put them all on the same layer, and these are your windows that look really, really nice. They make the whole entire just helicopter pop with niceness, which is really nice. That was stupid. So now, like I was saying, it looks really flat and oogly. What you're gonna want to do is add this kind of sidebar thing. I don't know if it's actually called a sidebar thing, but you know, doesn't quite matter. Alright, so 3 and 5. Alright, 1, 2, 3, and then like this. And this, I don't know what this is. I said I'd add a picture, and I don't know if this is going to, I don't know if I'll add a second one, to be honest, but these are like the side things. I said that already. They kind of pop out of the side of the helicopter, and they look cool. They really make the helicopter look less oogly, and the camouflage also makes the helicopter look less oogly. Alright, so now we can just do -CI, get some new blocks, and start. Now, you don't want to do the camouflage until you've actually doubled up your ship. Not really ship, but whatever. You don't want to do the camouflage just because of the fact, what I said earlier, you don't want to see redundancy. Okay, this doesn't actually have to be here, so I'm getting rid of it. There we go. Alright. And then, yeah. So, these are like the chain things that are kind of, not really the chain things, but kind of like a rail type thing that's on the actual helicopter itself. So what you're gonna keep doing is 1, 2, and it should end abruptly, or should it not? Oh, wait, no, I did 1 off. Doesn't really matter, I mean, it's just for detail, and that's pretty much all. I mean, there's no other use for this. Except that it was actually on the actual. Whatever. So now you've pretty much actually got your main thing down. I wouldn't add the buttons yet, just because you're going to be doing camouflage next to the windows. So if I'm not mistaken, there is the bottom left to do, which you can do now, like the tires and stuff. Tires. Alright, so now this is really simple and optional. Once again, why is this not shut? Shut this. and then leave one like that, just for organicness. Got it. Got it. So yeah, that looks good. Now add your tires or your wheels, or your one wheel, because we're the. If I'm like quiet during this recording, I'm sorry. I'm kind of sick, and I'm starting to get a reoccurring cold. You know, I don't feel good. I hate that. I hate it when you just don't feel good. Like you know you're not sick, but you're just feeling like, ew. That's always the worst. Alright. So, there we go. You pretty much got half of your, helicopter done here. Now what I'm actually going to do is copy and paste it. So, let's just take the wand. Make sure there's nothing else to add. It seems as if not. Alright, so you're pretty much done at this point. Except for the interior, which, you know, not really necessary. But I think it's necessary because the interiors of doing things, of stuff, is really cool. That made no sense. Nonsense. Alright. Take this up, and then copy the lowest point right here, so this should be... Alright, Alright, just copy. I don't know how high I was, so this is just going to be more or less of an approximation. / paste. Okay, that was a fail. Just forgot to flip it. I is such nub / flip. Let's go down. Okay, this should work. Paste. Uh-oh. Move it. I'm such a bad, like, world edit person. I never really was that good at it. I don't use voxel sniper. Okay, let's just mark where I'm at, 'cause I'm getting close. Skip. I don't know how to make annotations. Never mind. I was gonna say there should be. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move it closer and up by 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2. / undo, paste. Hit it right on the nose. Alright, so now, after the struggle, we have our cargo... Something's wrong. Something went wrong, oh no. This should not have 4 propellers. I'll see to why that happened. I guess I'll just fix that real quick while saying what I need to say. So, this is pretty much your minimalistic finished Cargobob, or if you're building the Chinook, either one. Sorry for keeping you guys this long, but I'm gonna keep you even longer because there's so much stuff to do. Bye. Alright, so I think it really turned out well. I don't think it turned out bad at all. I thought it did at first, and it was looking like this. That's why I was like, it's kind of bad. But you can add things like camouflage, which really make it pop. And that I'll show you how. By the way, these are going to be like the opening hatches to get into the cockpit. So just add a piece of coal right there. So now, just add random blotches of camouflage, which is done in green wool or whatever wool you would like to use, or maybe even like brown clay. Just whatever. It's, you know, all good. Just add some random blotches of stuff. Now, try to make your things circular, because it, you know, camouflage blotches in real life are circular. Alright, so I guess I will be right back after I continue making these blotches. So I will BRB when I'm done. Alright, so once you add your camouflage blotches, you're gonna go ahead and add buttons around your portholes. I don't know if I can call them portholes, more or less windows. Because once again, you need, just due to how flat these sides are, you really need something to make it pop, and buttons are actually a really good, way of making things pop. As well, add the buttons to the stone bricks that you made on your chain. Obviously not that one, because it's impossible. But, there you go, add some of those. They really make your thing pop. It looks like, kind of like bolts. Alright, so this is all you want to do if you want your back open, or closed. This is pretty much what you want to do. It looks K, it's kind of diagonal, which is oogly, but if you want it open, just get rid of all of that, and how do I make it open again? Is this yellow thing in the way? It's my antivirus thing, and it doesn't go away. I don't, oh, it's like 1 pixel showing. Alright. So, alright, I see what I did. It's kind of unrealistic, but it gets the job done, more or less. It really makes it look real. So just add that. So you start 2 from right here, and then add, yeah, pretty much like that. So it kind of looks like it's just a barely open. Not really open by much, and it could possibly close open, but it isn't big enough, but it really looks big enough. It doesn't have to be big. It looks good, I guess, but it kind of looks too much if they make it too big, so that's fine. Just make it look like it's open a little bit. It works. So now your interior, get rid of all of this and add your flooring in throughout. So you don't want to have like different layer floors. And this is kind of like a SEAL team kind of thing. So SEALs will like jump out of this. They'd actually most likely rather jump out of C-130s or AC-130s or whatever, but they could also jump out of this, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and speed myself up, because I want to quickly see how far these go. So they go 1 past the window. Alright. 1 past the window. Wait, so it's like that, right? Yeah. So then in the cockpit, do the same exact thing. This way. You're leaving the one in the middle open. There's a special reason for that, because you're going to be adding stone slabs all up in here, and there's going to be like piping. It turns out really cool looking when you've done it. So yeah, now add your wall, which would separate obviously, and you get rid of that. Alright, so this is your cockpit room more or less. Kind of big, undesirably big. Actually, the wall is supposed to be like that. So yeah. Now I'm just going to go make sure I'm doing the right thing. I don't want to screw this up. I don't want to make it, you know, kind of too, what's the word? Whatever, it doesn't even matter. Alright, so I'm gonna dash CI and give myself everything I need to make this interior. The interior is completely up to you on if you want to make it, more your style or not. But, I'm just doing the way I did it to kind of show you guys, one way of doing it. So, yeah. Now, you're gonna want to... I wish I had trapdoors in my immediate vicinity. I'll just take them right here. Alright, so right on the open door, on the right side, add your fire extinguisher. This is sweet. I love the fire extinguisher. This is like a little red thing with a boop. Pretty stupid, actually. This is just like a crate, I guess. Not really much. And then this is where all the troops would sit. Or, more or less, sit. Not really sit, but whatever. You get the point. Yeah, sit. Right? I think. I'm gonna get a fence now. It's probably a long tutorial. I don't even know how long it is. Where are the fences, dude? Got 'em. So, now let's slow it down. And just add these every other thingy. This shouldn't be here. Alright. And likewise on the other side. Just add all of the fences, and these are like kind of the holder thingies. I don't know. Alright. Let's go put the seats in. Seats go down right here. And on the picture that I saw for the interior, they were like red, so I don't know. I kind of made the top of these red just so it kind of looks like the interior I did. The interior that was I saw on the thing. Alright. So let's just put it on all of them. And then we can take our these and hook them against the wall. Alright. So, on what you were doing with the stone... Oh wait, I shouldn't have gotten rid of those signs, whatever. Now you want to go 4 blocks like that and just make like a pipe, and it kind of looks like it's like a fuel thing. Oh, actually it's 3, yeah, it is 3 blocks. Kind of makes it look like it's a fuel thingy, and I really like how that looks. I don't know, I really like how that looks. Kind of makes it look like more realistic in a way, like it was somehow, I don't know, actually serving a purpose, which it doesn't because it's Minecraft. To be honest, I think these seats are offset, which is not really a problem. No, they're not. They are not offset. Okay, but I did do the door wrong. And then, okay, I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. Don't worry. Ah! Make these go 1 more down, which is unfortunate because you have to get rid of these 2. And then putting a fence gate here makes it just look good. I don't understand it. Like, fence gates are probably one of the coolest blocks, I think. Fence gates are sweet. Sweet. So let's add another one for, why not, for shits and giggles. And then another fence gate on the, whatchamacallit. I'm sorry I'm so quiet. This probably isn't going to be typical. It's just such a long recording. And, you know, it's just like, ugh. So, I do believe that I did this wrong. Which is okay, you know. I mean, it is a difficult thing. Grab that. Nope, I didn't. I was doing the right thing. Go down. Alrighty. I mean, you know, this part of the video is really optional. Really optional, because, I mean, the interior is really kind of a signature type thing. It's like more or less what you think it should be, rather than what I'm telling you should be. And, that's really how all interiors are done. It's how you interpret it and how you design it. So, I mean, if you want to do your own interior, that's perfectly fine. You can, you know, build your own interior. I will ask that I am given credit on this design. No one has, like, given me any feedback of building anything yet. But if you guys do build something of mine, please just say designed by NDE Alex. I'd really appreciate it, and I'm trying to get my channel name out there a little bit more because, you know, I kind of want, I want more feedback on my stuff, and I'm not, like, complaining or anything. I just kind of, I feel like there's a limited number of people right now who, there's a limited number of people who are giving me feedback, and, like, I really love it when I get feedback. it's not really for the subscribers that I care about. I care about more or less what you guys think of what I'm doing. And tell me in the comment section if you're still here. What do you think of this chopper? What do you think of the recent like type of builds I've been doing, which have been what are they called? Which have been like military vehicles. Because I'm gonna probably continue doing military vehicles on this channel. I will go back to ships now and again, but military vehicles is probably gonna take over. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It's all depending on different things, depending on if I get back into ships, which I don't even know at this point. They're just so time consuming, and I really like doing them. They really like, I really like how they turn out in the end. But they're just so time consuming for me, and I can't do let's builds and tutorials like I can with these military vehicles, because they're so much smaller and than the whatchamacallit, the ships. And the ships have been getting really difficult for me to like, I've been kind of losing interest in building. I will finish the Constitution most likely, but that is probably going to be for a long time, so it's probably not going to be anytime soon. But I finished the Constitution just for the mere fact that I'm so lazy, and I'm really enjoying building builds like I am right now. Not so much that I don't like ships, but just the fact that the stuff that I'm building now is just so much fun to do. I really love it. So, yeah, that's my thoughts that don't matter. Alright, so I think that you are done now with your Boeing I don't even freaking remember the name. Oh, no, you're not, actually. I'm gonna keep you guys for a little bit longer. This is like a shelf thing where all the first aid would be going, and all the, whatever you need for your endeavors on a Cargobob, or Chinook. Is that even the name anymore? Chinook. Whatever. My brain is just so fried, I don't even remember. You can even go as far as adding another seat right there. These are like the other cockpit people. And then you can add another button. And then another one on this side. Swag. So, that'll about wrap up this ginormous tutorial. This ginormous helicopter. That'll about wrap it up. Sorry for the lack of goodness of quality. Sorry for the lack of quality within how I make my tutorials. It's just because I'm such a messy builder, and I just build things as I go. It's difficult to really build once over again exactly what I have built before. So tell me what you guys think of this Cargobob. I really like it, to be honest. I've looked up other Cargobobs on YouTube to kind of get a little bit of inspiration and a little bit of the taste of competition. I mean, not really competition. It's not really a competition, but just to see what other people have done and how I can do better than that. And I looked at a few, and I am more impressed with mine at this point. There's actually quite a few of them on YouTube. If you want to see others, you just look up Minecraft Shikam, whatever. What is the name again? Chinook. I forgot, my brain is just so fried. The Boeing CH-47 Chinook. Alright, so tell me what you guys think of this video. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me in the comments, I already said that. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time. Probably, and I'm not going to promise anything, but maybe with an AC-130. I really am excited to make an AC-130, and that probably will be the next thing I make. What I usually have been doing is just no inspiration, and then a sudden boom of perspiration. Or perspiration? What? Inspiration. So yeah. Tell me what you guys thought. And I will see you guys all next time. Peace!